So we get married on April
25th. Then the wedding ceremony is May 3rd. And then, was it Sunday when we left for the honeymoon?
It was Sunday. We left that Sunday.
The next day, May 4th, we left for the honeymoon. And we went to Orlando. Went to Universal Studios. We were poor. You have to understand, like, I just graduated from college. We just had this wedding. It wasn't super expensive.
Yeah.
Because we had a reception at Ryan's.
It was a budget
at the
wedding.
buffet. It was very budget wedding, but it was a beautiful day. Yeah. So we get to go on our honeymoon. We had maybe $300?
$300.
We had maybe $300. So we get down to Orlando. We had to drive. Okay, so this is our first road trip together.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure the playlist was
Open Fiascos, The
Cool,
Nars Barkley, the Odd Couple, and The Roots, Falling Down or Rising Down, The Roots. And so that's pretty much, we played those on rotation the whole trip. We get to Florida, we get to Orlando, we get to the hotel, and we literally have like $300 right now. So we get to the parking lot of the DoubleTree Hotel, right,
and the first thing that we see when we get in the parking lot is
pay parking.
We had to pay for parking. The parking was going to be $9 a night. So we doing our calculations in our head like, bro, we got a 5-day thing going to Universal Studios. That's $45. We don't have $45 to spend on parking. So we
TGI Fridays across the street. It's like, so we're gonna park over there.
Right. So
go over to the hotel,
right,
and get our room.
So we parked at TGI Fridays, and we get inside the hotel. We were like, okay, cool, problem solved. We ain't got to pay for no parking. We'll just keep an eye on the truck, make sure it don't get towed or nothing. And it didn't. We get inside the hotel. We're like about to check in. We got our little reservation or whatever. We get there, and we paying for it. We're doing the stuff for our room. The room is paid for, but we gotta pay $100.
Yeah, we had to put a deposit down.
We had to put $100 deposit down for like incidentals. So we were like, wait a minute, what? We can't even get our key until we pay $100 for incidentals. So we're like, okay. So we got $200 now.
Right.
And you thinking we about to go to Universal Studios, we about to have fun, get on rides, get souvenirs, whatever. And we only got $200 to deal with right now. So we were like, okay, we're not going to be able to afford the food. The hotel did not have continental breakfast. So we're like, we're going to have to buy breakfast, lunch, and dinner all week. And none of this stuff is free. Like, I guess at a Days Inn or something, you would at least get complimentary breakfast.
No, there you wouldn't. This is like the DoubleTree.
It was like a Hilton DoubleTree something.
I'm like, you're supposed, and you're like,
it's fancy.
You're supposed to have stuff like that.
Right. Everything you had to pay for. And we got into the hotel room. It was nice enough, but the bathroom didn't even have toilet paper. Remember? When I first went in, we had to go and get toilet paper. Yeah. So
it was a nice hotel.
It was a nice room.
Really? Y'all don't provide toilet paper.
We had to pay for everything. So we found a Walmart. This is what we did. We found the nearest Walmart, which is probably about maybe 3-4 miles away from the hotel. And we just buy like a loaf of bread, sandwich meat, cheese, mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, and we bought some chips and Oreos. And it's because they had a little mini fridge in the room, and we were like, we gonna just put food in this fridge and eat sandwiches and save up our money until like Thursday night, and then maybe Thursday night we can go to like a nice restaurant. So we ate sandwiches. We were taking our food into the Universal Studio Park every day, taking our little sandwiches. And I think one of the days we did get ice cream, but that was actually an argument. We went to Ben and Jerry's, and it maybe was Wednesday, and I knew we didn't have no money. We didn't have that much money left. So we get there, it's Ben and Jerry's inside the Universal Studios Park, and I saw the sign for ice cream, and I was like, But you know how when you poor and you used to not ask nobody for nothing, you can see stuff and you want it, but you won't ask for it. So he goes, you want some ice cream, babe? And I was like, not really. And I know I wanted some cookies and cream ice cream, right?
Like, you want ice cream or not?
Yeah, and he was like,
we can't really, but you want ice cream? Yeah, but we ain't. Get some ice cream. No, get ice cream. That's okay. We don't need that. But you want ice cream? Yes, but it's okay. We need to spend the money. Well, let's get some ice cream then. No, I don't want the ice cream anymore.
It was a big deal at the time.
Do you want the ice cream or not? No, I don't want the ice cream.
This is us in line at Ben and Jerry's trying to decide.
I should have known this.
And you're stuck now. You're stuck. So anyway, Thursday night we had saved up our little money. We went to see. Oh no, we didn't tell him about the timeshare.
Oh, you got to tell him.
Okay, so
we were walking. I'll talk about that.
Okay.
We were in Universal Studios.
We still laugh at this joke to this day.
And there was a little advertisement or a little sign that offered what do they call
Universal dollars.
Universal dollars. Universal dollars were good all throughout
the Universal Studios part.
Right, and you just go and use that as basically currency for the park.
Right.
So we're like, oh snap,
that's cute.
That's $100. Mm-hmm. We can use that. It's like, oh, so it's the timeshare presentation that you have to sit through. And like, all right, cool.
Okay.
And so it was, we went on to where they were having the timeshare presentation. And this guy comes up to him, and it's a brother.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, cool.
Right. Got a brother.
And he was like, he started giving the presentation. And he's like, I said, y'all just get married? I'm like,
yeah, we newlyweds.
So I was like, well, do you love your wife? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think this is a good, a real good way to show
your love for her.
Is this timeshare. Like, it's a really, it's
a good investment.
It's a good investment. And, and the thing is, if this is something that you might want to look into, because
if you don't do this,
then she might, go with somebody who can.
She don't go with somebody who can get her timeshare.
So I'm like, oh, so she a timeshare holder?
Right. Yeah. They could not afford it at all.
It was just like, we're just here for the Universal bus.
We just want the Universal dollars,
after the presentation.
We just want our money. That's all we want. We just want our Universal dollars.
Okay, we
want our money. We want our Universal dollars.
It was Universal dollars, and we hightailed it
back to Universal Studios.
Went out to eat at the NBA Cafe.
And ate. We ate good that day, because that was the first day we had some restaurant food. That evening, we went to the movies. There was a movie theater inside of Universal Studios. So we went and spent some of our Universal dollars to go to the movies. And we went to see Iron Man. Just the beginning of our love affair with Marvel. I mean, Richard had already been in love with comic books since forever. But this is when I really kind of started getting into it. Because the first Iron Man was just untouchable. Yeah. And so it's kind of funny because now every year, pretty much, right around our anniversary, they always come out with some kind of addition to the Marvel series. So that's one of those traditions that we just have kept up over the years.
Every year there's
every time there's a new Marvel,
we go
see the Marvel movie.
After that, she started going to school at A&M. And I was still working in Waco. So days I would have to, hop in the car and head back to Waco. And Waco and College Station about an
hour and a half. Gas literally was like almost $5 a gallon at the time.
Right, this was.
And you got to understand how poor we were. We were like $5 a gallon for gas, and you got to drive back and forth like a couple of times a week.
Spending about $200.
We were spending so much money.
A week.
It was hard. It was so hard.
Yeah, it was.
That first 6 months, we was probably eating like ramen noodles.
It was pretty
ham and cheese sandwiches.
First few months,
it was rough.
It was pretty bad. We were, it was Strugglesville.
Until he got a job in Brenham.
Yeah, then I started working at Brenham, which
was still a long
way.
That was like 45-minute drive.
Yeah, it was about a little less than an hour drive from College Station, but. It was closer.
Closer than an hour and a half.
And I started working out there. And that something happened. I think I got, I don't know what, but somehow I don't know. I came into some money somehow. So
we did. That was probably my student loan money.
Probably was.
That probably my student loan money. We was able to get a TV and get a couple of things for the house and stuff.
But yeah, that's probably what it was. Yeah. Early on, we were having, we had some arguments. Months later, things improved, things got better.
Well, we really just had to learn how to depend on each other. Yeah. And that was hard to let our families go. Both of us kind of struggled with
that was kind of
letting our parents go.
Real close to my family.
Yeah,
she's been real close to her family.
Exactly.
And we kind of realized that the best thing for us was just to kind of
be on our own,
some distance, and be on our own, and just just kind of make things work for us. Because sometimes you need that. I mean, family is good, but family can be
a bad thing, especially you newly married, trying to figure out how to have resolve conflict and how to live together and all that.
That was probably some advice that my grandparents gave me, as far as something that was out of the Bible. It's like a man should leave his family and cleave unto his wife, and it's like that's pretty good
sound advice.
Sound advice. You need to do that, and a lot of times, and family, they mean well.
They do.
They want the best for you, but sometimes you have to figure things out apart from them.
Right.
And I think that us spending that time apart was
it was healthy for our relationship. It helped make us stronger as a unit.
It was a good thing.
Okay, if I'm watching TV, what am I watching in general? Like, on any given day, if you come in the room and I'm watching TV, what am I watching? Well, back then, we used to watch.
We were binging.
We were doing marathons of
shows. I think we started the whole thing before Netflix even came out.
Right.
We were binging.
Lost.
Nip Tuck.
Yep. And then that's when we started The Wire.
Oh yeah. We just kind of discussed the show. She's like, you know what? I always want to catch all of The Wire. Like, me too.
Yeah.
We went to Hastings.
Yep. We bought the DVD set, the box sets.
Right. And so we finally went and got the box set and
watched it all the way through. Season 1 through 5.
And to this day, it's still the best show I've ever watched.
It's a family tradition now.
Bar none.
That every year, at least once a year, we sit down and we watch it from season 1 all the way to season 5. What's your favorite thing about me?
My favorite thing about you?
Yeah. Okay,
I don't have a one thing that I just
like about me.
The whole thing.
The whole package.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been. I mean, I guess if I were to say one thing, I've always liked your eyes.
Oh.
So, but it's just.
If you had to pick something, yeah. For me, my favorite thing about Richard is his ability to make me laugh. He just cracks me up every day. Like, we could just get up in the morning and he'll say something. It don't even have to be about anything in particular. Just every single day, pretty much, of our relationship, I just remember laughing. What makes me mad? Like, what really pisses me off about you? What do you think makes me mad about you? Or mad at you?
Things that I do that make you mad?
Uh-huh.
If I don't help out around the house, I'm like, you hate that.
Yeah. Yeah. I like things to be a certain way, and he's kind of nonchalant.
I'll clean up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like he's
not a slob, but
not by any means.
No.
Whenever she wants something cleaned or wants something done, she wants it done right then.
I do.
Look at it, look at
because
I'll do it later. That's
his motto.
My motto.
I'll do it later.
And
I'll be like, no,
something done,
I don't want it done later.
She wants it done right then and there.
I do.
And sometimes we kind of
we clash on that.
Sometimes it's like if it's not something that immediately needs to be done,
right?
Then
he feels like, what's the point?
But she's like, I want it done now.
So. I like the house to look a certain way, and so he's just a little bit messier than me. That's all. You're just a little bit messier.
But I'm like I said, when I'll clean.
He does clean. He does help me.
Yeah.
We usually do like a duo. We tag team it on Saturdays. We both will clean up.
Yeah.
We always do that, but it's just certain little things, like you'll leave your underwear on the floor, or like
not
have your stuff on the bathroom counter all over the place and stuff.
But
it's just little stuff, but it's like my little pet peeves. Mm-hmm. That's all it is, which is stuff being out of place.
Right.
Like, that's a pet peeve of mine, because I'm like really type A, like stuff to be organized. I'm a teacher. I'm about order. I like stuff to be orderly. And he's just kind of like, it'll work out. It'll be fine. You're the laid back one. Mm-hmm. He's definitely the laid back one in the relationship. I wouldn't say it's nagging. I would say it's very. Don't say that. Okay, I wouldn't call it nagging. I would just say I'm very adamant about things being a certain way. Okay. Let me think about what I think makes you mad at me. Probably when I say something about something not being done, then that's what makes him mad.
Don't necessarily makes me mad. It's more
annoyance
annoying than it is.
It's very.
I don't really get.
He doesn't really get mad, honestly.
Well, it all depends. If I feel like I'm right about something,
that's true.
You challenge me on it, then I'll get upset.
We both do have very stubborn personalities.
I feel like I'm right on.
If he feels like he's right, then it ain't really too much I can say.
We don't like to back down. We'll kind of collide and
Yeah, we'll bump heads.
And we'll kind of like once we realize that maybe we need to
have a discussion.
Right, we'll get to a point where we can kind of
calm down,
heads prevail, and talk it out and whatnot. But if I feel like I'm right about something and she's like, "Where you're wrong," that drives me insane. And it makes me want to like just run outside and scream.
Well, see, I be thinking I'm right though,
but you don't be.
But most of the time, though, you have to admit, like 90% of the time.
I don't know. I think we about pretty much even split. I don't think that you're more right than I am, and I don't think that I'm more right than you are. I think it's more.
We're about equal.
It
is some stuff though that like with Gracie and like with discipline and stuff where I had to kind of readjust a little bit, where he would say, I think you shouldn't do this, or I think you shouldn't do that, and it was really hard for me to like listen to him and like take his opinion into account and like do what he said, because I be thinking I'm right. I really do. So I did have to change my perspective and say like sometimes he's right about stuff, and I have to listen to him and respect his input. That's I've had to grow, like, because it took me a long time to get there and be like, what, I'm not always right about stuff. So yeah. But we really do not get into it that much. I'll say in the course of our marriage,
we've had maybe at the most 5 like
blow-ups, explosion fights, like, where somebody had to leave for like an hour, leave the house and cool down.
We've on maybe five times
in our whole relationship.
In 10 years of us being there, maybe 5 times where we've had just
blow-ups,
where I'm like,
where we're both like
we
steam coming out of our ears,
right, just not to the point where people have to put hands on each other.
No, we never. We might have contemplated it.
It was the thought
crossed our mind, but we never did.
The thought of maybe getting a frying pan and
right. I think honestly though,
I would never do that.
But I honestly feel like if you ain't never really thought about strangling.
If you never thought about body slamming the person you in a relationship with, you ain't never been in love.
You ain't never been in love because you gonna butt heads.
There are times you want to drop
kick. You do.
Off a ledge.
You do.
Sometimes I want to do that.
And sometimes he be asleep sometimes, and I just be like, I could just put the pillow over his face and just. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I never wanted to like.
I'm joking.
Murder you.
No, it's like if we get into an argument about something, then I will feel like, ooh, I just want to punch you. You don't want me dead. You just want me in the hospital.
I want you.
We get into an argument.
More confrontational.
I'm more confrontational. I'm the one that'll start raising my voice. I'm the one that'll be like, but you, blah blah blah.
You'll go from 0 to 100.
I do. Like I have a bad temper.
And it will be about something.
It'd be something so small.
And then you just be
and I blow up because I'm a Gemini. This is what it is. I'm a Gemini. So what I try to do is most of the time I can keep my head level. I can, and you know that on the 90% of the time I'm straight. But something will happen or not happen, or he won't do something that I asked him to do. It'll be something like that, and then I'll just Cause I'll let stuff go. Like I let stuff slide all the time. Like I'll be doing stuff and I'll notice you hadn't done this or that, and I'll let it slide and I'll do it for you or whatever it is. And I'll let stuff go for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And then when something happens and I'll just snap, and he'd be like, "But it's something so simple." But I'll be like, "No, it's not about that. It's about all the other stuff too." And it just turns into this hurricane of emotion and ridiculousness.
I've never called her out of her name.
No, he's never done that.
Even when I'm at my angriest, I've never.
No, we've never called each other outside of our name.
I've never done that. I think that, you know, in order to, if you really care about somebody, that's just one of those things you just don't.
Yeah, do. You don't want to hurt them.
You're not going to say something like that's going to cut. You know.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we try to do is we try to fight fair.
You don't want to
and not do things to hurt each other.
When you're in an argument, you say something or do something that you know is going to hurt the other person. That's just not right. And it all depends on what you can't take words back sometimes.
No, once it come out, you can't take it back.
Once you say the wrong thing, that's out there. And
you can't take it back.
Is going to think about what you said to them.
Yep.
And when you get them passionate in an argument, when you say things like that, you saying what's on your heart and saying what's in your head. And they hear that, and it's out there.
I think even though I do get loud, I try to keep it on the surface of what the argument is actually about.
I haven't seen that before when folks get
an
argument.
We don't ever.
It just bleeds into
no.
And then it's just.
We don't do that. We do our best to always respect each other.
That before. I think the most important thing, and like I'm no relationship guru, but. You know, I've been married to this one for some years, and I don't want to go nowhere right now. So I just think whenever you do have an argument, you have to, even when you're at your most angry, you have to keep your head.
Yeah.
If
you always got to be mindful.
Leave, go somewhere, drive.
We've done that.
Do that if you, but one thing you don't want to do is say something that's going to hurt, or do something that's going to hurt. You don't want to ever, get physical.
No, we've never done that.
I've never struck her out of anger. I've never put my hands on her out of anger.
And I haven't. I've never hit him either. And
you just don't do those things because it's gonna.
We'll leave the house. We have done that where we'll slam the door real loud.
I don't know if I slammed the door.
I have. Maybe it's just me. I've slammed the door loud a couple of times when I'm leaving.
Yeah, but that's the best thing to do. If you just get mad, just go somewhere else. Go get some ice cream.
Yeah. Just go for a drive.
Right.
Listen to some music real loud, and then kind of calm down. And you know what? He actually taught me that because I used to we get an argument when we first married. I used to just want to hash it out. I just want to talk about it and get it done.
Right now.
And he shuts down. He shuts down, and that used to make me so mad because I used to be like, "Why are you not talking to me? Why won't you discuss this with me? I want to talk about this." And he'd be like, "I don't have anything to say to you right now." Like he would just tune me out, and it would make me so mad. But now I get it. Now we've been together for some years. It's like, you know what? We need some time to you calm down, let me calm down, and then we'll kind of come back and be like, "Hey, sorry for yelling, whatever," and we'll try to discuss whatever it was. That we was arguing about and try to both of us do better, to fix the problem. So yeah, we don't argue that much though. We really don't. Very rarely.
I guess maybe it's just our personalities. Neither one of us like being.
We don't like being mad at each other. Okay, who wears the pants in a relationship?
Me.
You really?
Yes.
Okay.
To the belt.
Okay, I'll hold the pants up. I'll take that. I think I am he's definitely the head of the family. He's definitely the head, and whenever it's time to make a decision, we always consult each other, and I do always ask I won't say permission, but I always ask for his input. Before, and we come to an agreement before any kind of decision is made for the family.
Yeah, I'm not, I make all of the,
No, we always do it together.
If there's something that we need to talk about, I go to her about it. I just don't go and make snap decisions.
Just do stuff.
Just cause,
We always talk to each other about stuff.
We talk today
and try to be a team. But I'll say, like, on a daily basis, as far as the house, as far as the baby, and like our daily stuff.
You do the lion's share of what Grace and with stuff around the house.
Yeah.
You do most.
A lot of the housework.
When it just comes to planning, like going
things,
places, doing things. I'm usually
big things. He's the head, but the smaller day-to-day stuff, the baby, the cleaning, the organizing, all of that, keeping the house in order. That's me mostly. But he's like, I would not be able to do any of the stuff I do without him. Like I wouldn't be able to do any of the stuff I do, and it wouldn't be fun. Like he just is fun. You are more fun than me. I think I'm the more serious business because my mom was military, so I think that's why I grew up that way.
Ain't Desiree's fault.
I'm not saying it's her fault, but I'm just saying when I was growing up, she was just very business oriented. This is the structure. Right. That was her, and I've taken on those traits. So he's always the one that's like, snap out of it. Let's have some fun. Let's do something fun. He'll make me laugh. If I'm over frustrated about something or stressed out about something, he can always like brighten my day up, and that's been that same way since we got together, since 10 years ago. Right. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for doing this with me.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to make this for me.
I'm not at all a YouTube person.
He doesn't want to be on camera. He doesn't have any social media accounts.
I don't believe in that stuff.
Right. He's like Prince. He don't believe in internet. But and R.I.P. Prince. I just appreciate you doing this for me, and I'm just happy that we've been together 10 years. We talked about this when we first started talking, and we made it. Yeah. I'm just glad you're my hobbies. I'm glad that like every day when I get off work, I'm ready to see you. I'm ready to be home with you and see your face. Yeah. And stuff. So I'm gonna keep him. He's a good hubby. He's a good one. Yeah. It ain't but 2 left, so I got one of the last good guys out there.
8 good dudes left.
It ain't but 8 good ones. Yeah, but I'm just happy that we're celebrating 10 years together, 8 years of marriage. The time has flown by, and I made a good choice. He's put up with me this whole time. I don't know anybody else who can do that.
But yeah, I'm the same here. You're my favorite person in the whole world. You're my best friend, closest confidant. You're pretty awesome, dude.
I'm pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah, you're pretty awesome.
He's my best friend, and I think we became best friends. It wasn't like an immediate thing. Yeah. We had to go through a lot, and like, we all we got, and we became best friends over the years. Yeah. We talk to each other about everything. Like, we can't keep secrets from each other. Mm-hmm. We really can't. Anything happens, we're the first person that we talk to. Yeah. And I just like the little victories, like we get raises on our job, or anything like that, promotions and stuff. We're just always each other's cheerleader, and I believe in you and you can do it, and like we have a great support. We support each other through everything, and I wouldn't be able to make it without him, to tell the truth. As much as we make each other crazy, I wouldn't be able to make it without him. Yeah. So I just love you.
Well, you too, man.
Can I have a kiss?
I guess.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye, guys.